I threw away everything, including the ring. Now I'm alone, with no one left to blame but myself. Before I get into what happened, I want to hear from you. Have you ever done something so reckless that you knew you'd regret it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to know if anyone else has made the same kind of mistake. My name's Mia. I'm 28, and I had a life many would call perfect, or at least close enough. I had a steady job, an apartment I loved, and the kind of boyfriend every girl dreams of. His name was Chris, and he was everything I thought I needed. He was the calm to my chaos, the routine to my wild. We were together for 2 years. He was always the one who planned our weekends, texted me sweet notes just to say he was thinking of me, and most importantly, he was committed. I was 100% in, or so I thought. But somewhere along the way, I started to feel trapped. Not by him, but by the life I was living. It wasn't that I didn't love Chris. I did. But somewhere in the middle of date nights and quiet Sundays, I found myself looking back on a time when I felt free. When I was younger, I had a completely different life. I went out every weekend, met new people, never stayed home on a Friday night. I was living the hoe phase everyone talks about. I wasn't tied down to anyone, and for a while that felt amazing. I didn't have to worry about anyone else's needs. I could just be selfish, wild, and free. But somewhere deep down, I knew it wasn't a phase I could hold on to forever. At least I thought I couldn't. Chris was my forever guy. At least that's what I told myself. But over time, that forever started to feel suffocating, like a tight jacket I couldn't unzip. I remember the night it all came to a head like it was yesterday. We had just moved in together, a big step for us, and things should have been perfect. I should have been excited to plan our future, but instead, all I could think about was how I missed my old self. I missed the nights out with friends, the flirting, the unpredictability. I missed feeling like I didn't owe anyone an explanation for what I did with my time. Chris had planned a romantic dinner for us, and he had even gotten me a ring. I didn't see it coming. It was this gorgeous, classic, solitaire diamond, everything I thought I wanted. And when he got down on one knee, I couldn't breathe. This was the moment where everything was supposed to change, where I was supposed to feel overwhelmed with love and joy. But instead, I felt suffocated. The pressure of the ring in my hand felt like the weight of everything I had been trying to escape. I panicked, and before I could even think, the words just spilled out of my mouth. I miss my old life, Chris. I miss my hoe phase. I don't know if I'm ready for this. He looked at me like I had slapped him. He froze, his smile fading in an instant. It wasn't just the words that hit him, but the realization of what they meant. That all this time, I had been holding back. I didn't want to grow up yet. I didn't want to be someone's forever when I was still trying to find myself. Chris didn't yell. He didn't cry. He just quietly stood up, took the ring from my hand, and placed it on the table. He didn't say anything, just turned around and walked out. I thought it was a moment of space, but it wasn't. It was a goodbye. I tried calling him, texting him, apologizing, but he didn't respond. Then his family started cutting me off too. I had been a part of their lives for so long, and now, nothing. No phone calls, no texts, just silence. I didn't realize what I had until it was all gone. It's like I was so caught up in trying to live for myself that I lost sight of the person who had always been there, the person who made me feel loved, cared for, and stable. I thought the grass was greener on the other side, but all I found was loneliness. I spent weeks reflecting on everything I had thrown away, the ring, the love, the family I had come to know and care for. I wondered if I'd ever get a second chance, but deep down, I knew I wouldn't, and it was my fault. I chased the feeling of freedom instead of recognizing the value of the love that was right in front of me. But the silence, the one that came after the doors slammed and the phone calls stopped, it was deafening, and I had to live with it. I know I messed up, and I'm paying for it every day. Have you ever thrown something away that you thought you could just pick back up? Do you think love is worth giving up for a freedom you don't really need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If I could go back, I wouldn't have thrown that ring. I wouldn't have pushed away the man who truly loved me. But sometimes you have to break things to learn what's worth keeping. And right now, all I have is the quiet, the silence, and the weight of the ring I'll never get back.